Guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video of me recording an actual full workout. This is my warm-up routine right here for lower body. I'm just doing some body weight glute bridges. Before going into a heavy leg day, you always want to warm up and activate your glutes just to get the muscle firing. And right here I'm really getting into it, and I'm about to start the actual move. This is a very beginner friendly routine, especially if you're new to using a barbell. I have it loaded really light here. It's actually hard for me to slow down and use a lighter weight since I have been lifting heavy, but what I'm doing is just pushing through my heels, keeping my torso down, my chin tucked, and I'm just kind of thrusting up at the pelvic area and squeezing my glutes. Moving on to the barbell hip thrust. This is a move to build overall strength, and again here it's hard for me to control the weight because it is so light, but I was recording and trying to film for you guys, so I kept it pretty light, and believe it or not, I was so sore for a few days after this. But with the hip thrust, it's important to choose the proper bench height. Most of the time it's 13 to 7 inches from the ground to 17 inches from the ground. You want the bench to be right up under your shoulder blades. And that's from like what you sitting on the ground. Like if you're sitting on your bottom on the ground, you want your shoulder blades to be right up under that bench before you press the weight up. Just gonna let it play out a little bit here. I was really getting into it, just controlling it and holding it a little bit at the top just so I can feel my glutes working. This is it from a different angle. Again, you see how the bench is right up under my shoulder blades, and I like to lean back and then inch up just a little bit and then thrust up. I'm just thrusting here. As you can see, I'm keeping my chin tucked the entire time. I'm squeezing my glutes, and I'm making sure I push my knees out and pushing through my heels, and try not to bounce at the top. It's a hard habit to break once you start it. I've been working on it for a few months now, trying not to pop it up. And these little boogers here are the frog bumps. With these, I'm just demonstrating to keep your feet as close to your bottom as possible. Feet together, just close to your hiney, knees out. And sometimes I like to use the bolster, but today this actually did not feel good on my neck, so I actually removed it here in the next couple clips. But I actually was getting a good contraction with these. And you just, again, just thrusting up, making sure you're squeezing the whole time you're doing the motion. I'm a very fidgeter. When I work out, I fidget a lot. But I'm getting the job done. Move that from behind me, and then I'm ready to go. Moving on to the next move. I absolutely love these. I normally use these as a warm-up as well, but this is a V-stance hip thrust. Same setup as the original hip thrust, but what you're doing is you're staggering one leg and you're pushing through that heel only. As you see, I switch, try to keep my feet as even as possible during the switch, just a different angle. Same thing. I could have been, well, that one I thrusted up enough, but the first one was like a half thrust. Always make sure your chin stay tucked and you're pulling yourself up with your butt. Okay, y'all, the next move here is a single leg hip thrust. As you can see, I'm just holding my leg up, and you're basically doing the same motion. Nice and controlled with these. Don't just throw your weight up. Or should I say, don't throw your leg up. Slow down, control. You're building a solid foundation. So slow down, get the technique down. What I'm talking about when you're building a solid foundation, what you should be focused on is learning proper form with each move, and just make sure you're actually going through the motion and building your muscle. Starting with a good foundation is very vital for longevity in bodybuilding or just building muscle. And it just makes you feel more comfortable if you're confident in what you're doing in the gym.